Do women want men's vulnerability?
Oh, absolutely. But dot dot dot. You have to do it in a masculine style. Yeah. I think and let's just generalize to being with your emotions. Like there's a masculine style of being with your emotions and there's a feminine style of being with your emotions. In both cases, they both masculine and feminine, we feel deeply. Both feel deeply. We want to feel deep. We want to feel our emotions deeply and be in contact with them. But often a purely feminine being is then gonna like she has to go external with those, and sometimes it's calm and sometimes it's toxic. But they have to go external, and because men, we're islands and they're systems, so they're nodes in a system, and the juice of life is what is the spaces in between for them. That's why they have to externalize. That's not the way for us. We go internal to our island and we handle our shit. So for them, that masculine style of being with their emotions, expressing their emotions, being vulnerable is going to be more of a broadcast. It's going to be more of a blasting out like a fire hose, and that's just how the pure feminine does it. And then in any particular woman, there'll be a mix of masculine and feminine that governs like what that actually looks like. For the men, we want to feel deeply, but the masculine style of being vulnerable and being with your emotions is to then share judiciously, which means sometimes I choose just to suck it up and keep it to myself. And there's the masculine burden is to suffer in silence at times. Like you a bunch of guys going off to fight a battle in a war. You don't want them whining about shit. Sometimes you just got to suck it up, and that's part of your masculine persona. But it doesn't mean we're stoic and we suck up everything and share nothing. You want to share judiciously, so you choose when to share. When does this add help her know me more of what's going on my inside? Like if it's going on my inside, there's some part of it leaking out that she's sensing. So for me to share what's going on inside is actually super calming for her because then she's like, okay, I sensed this. I wasn't sure what it was. You told me this, and they match. And I'm like, and they're like, oh, okay, I get it. And they feel close to you. So you share judiciously, which means sometimes you suck it up and keep it to yourself. Other times you choose to share when it creates more connection, and you're very succinct about it. That's another quality here. You're succinct about it. You say it in a couple of sentences. Yeah, I'm really I'm suffering over this situation at work. I didn't get promoted, and I just feel like I'm inadequate. I thought I was really crushing it, and maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not as good as I thought I was, and I feel fucking incompetent right now. Like that's a judicious share. You don't go on and on. So that's another quality of a masculine style. And then the third is you don't lay a burden on anybody else to make you feel better about it. Like this is where we start to blame our woman, like you're making me feel this way, and it's like no, nobody can make you feel any way. You allow yourself to do that. So you're not sharing getting with the end goal of getting her to change. You're sharing to just show yourself, but you can handle it. You're like, yeah, I'm really hurting right now, and I don't know what to do. I know that I'll handle it, but I'm right now. I feel a little lost. So you're not putting the burden on anybody else. Those are all the qualities of men's vulnerability and emotional expression that I think are distinctly masculine and very powerful.